All right, right on time. Just as we expected, we are heading into game one here on Infernal Shrines. On the left-hand side, we are going to have Phoenix Rising Topaz. And on the right, we've got Team Risers. So trying to rise up in those ranks tonight. They are looking for them points. Both teams sitting at 3 points in the standings and trying to climb as much as they can this week. So let's see how this draft starts out. We did have Topaz won the coin flip, so they decided to take this first pick right here. So let's see if they had something particular in mind that they really wanted to snag up front. First pick tends to be the way you want to go in most cases, unless you have a very specific strategy set up for a certain map. I would expect a team to go with first pick in the draft. So we see Greymane banned out. I've seen a lot of him in the first few weeks here. He's just someone all around good backline. On Infernal Shrines, he's decent. I mean, he's definitely got some shrine clear. If he's in his Worgen form, he can snipe some away with his cocktail. I wouldn't say he's like particularly good on this map, but he's just an all-around good hero. So, you know, if there's someone on Team Risers that plays a really strong Greymane, you definitely want to get him out of there. Diva, this is her first week available to be drafted after her rework. And I've seen a lot of bans, actually. I don't think I've casted a game that she actually got to play because she gets banned out in the first ban phase like this. I'd say this would be a good map for her too, just zoning around the shrine. Being able to drop the bomb will secure a bunch of shrine minions on the explosion, grab the zoning, and I mean, overall, seems like a pretty good rework for her. She seems like she's gotten a lot stronger. Mei also banned out here. I mean, newer hero. She's seen a lot of play in the first few weeks. A big playmaker, a lot of survivability, and I'd say she'd be pretty good on this map because she's got a lot of zoning potential and a lot of playmaking potential. So she's off the table here as a second ban for Phoenix Rising Topaz. And there's the Cho ban. I was wondering if these Cho bans were a response to just teams practicing a specific thing, but I guess the Cho'Gall meta is back upon us. There's been a lot of Cho bans in my casts. So Vala picked up right away. I mean, that is just like your kind of gold standard for your your basic backline AA. Tons of damage. Nothing particularly to say about shrines. I guess she can keep her hatred up just by poking at shrine minions, so she can get a lot of extra damage. They come back with the Chromie and the Deckard. So Chromie's got the backline poke, Deckard, big CC, the sustain healing. All of these have been pretty high priority. I haven't seen Vala particularly as a high priority pick for first pick, but clearly Topaz has something in mind with it. Diablo, I've seen a lot of priority on him. He seems to be the meta tank in this medallion meta. He can, with the towers not being as strong as they used to, they don't reduce your armor. He can dive a little bit deeper. And Sonya, of course, does great on the shrines. She can spin for the sustain, great clear on the minions themselves. So she'll be sitting in the off lane. We see Ana banned out as a top tier healer. I guess she's pretty good on this map. I mean, pairs with Vala with the strafe, maybe with the nano boost. Overall, just a strong healer, so I guess that's just off the table. Let's see what the return ban is here. We'll see Malthael banned out on the other side. So glad to have y'all in the chat. I got a couple Go Ripers, so we got some Ripers fans in the chat. Anyone here for Team Topaz? Let's see y'all as well. So Malthael coming out as a solo lane ban, also a strong, around the shrine. ETC was left open. He's still a top tier tank as well. We see a lot of very meta picks on both sides. I'd say Vala, I mean, she's strong, but I don't know if she's like a super meta pick. I mean, I love playing Vala. I'll pick her every time if my team would let me. So, you know, that's something to say. And Rhaegar and Tacit are here. So that could be a Bloodlust thing. Could it be a Bloodlust? I don't know. Ancestral Healing is really strong still. But we got the Leoric. Leoric's got the double clear. He's got good Shrine clear. And an Entomb. Entomb looks pretty good on quite a few of these heroes. I mean, Tassadar can't really get away. Vala can't get away. Rhaegar would be trapped in there. I guess he can bite over the wall. Pretty much all of these heroes would suffer inside of an Entomb. So maybe that's what they were thinking. Tychus with the percent damage can burn down a Diablo. So I'm always scared playing as Diablo into Tychus, because if you don't dive the Tychus, then he's just going to be percent damage all over you. And that can, you know, even when you've got your souls, that can be pretty scary. So rounding out the draft here, I feel like Topaz has more Shrine control type of a team comp, with the Tassadar clear, Sonya clearing, Vala's got the AoE. So it looks like Team Risers is looking more for a team fight to control the objective here. So let's see how this goes into game one here. Pretty excited. This is going to be my first live Heroic Division cast. I've only done a replay cast previously for Heroic, so excited to see this high level play. It's always nice to see you know, good players doing good stuff. So I'm excited to see how this one comes out as we head into game one here. Infernal Shrines. Nanild's calling the Bloodlust comp for Phoenix. I think so. With the Vala, you know, Tassadar is going to get some value out of that. Thinking the Cassia as a better pick than Cassia. Oh, it's better pick than Tychus. Yeah. Cassia is really strong. Especially, I like the medallion for Cassia. Because, you know, CC being her worst enemy, it gives her that extra out. All right, so here we go into game number one. On the left-hand side, the blue team is Phoenix Rising Topaz tonight. We've got AoE Rules playing the Vala. Lean and Clean is on the Rhaegar. Golden playing the Sonya. Afterburn on Diablo. And Lothair on the Tassadar. On the right-hand side, we've got Team Riser. Hope playing Deckard. 80s playing Chromie. Red XI playing ETC. XXJP on the Tychus. And Silver on that Leoric. As we head into the mid lane, everyone's showing up for this one. Already trying to control that bush. We've got a potion out, couple potions out for Deckard, setting up around the mid lane for this first push. Sonya already heading top, hiding in the bushes. Leo also hiding out. Very quick clear on the side of Topaz. And we got a flip here onto Leoric. Silver is going to slide away here. AoE Rules a little deep. Did get slid by ETC, but everyone seems to be okay as the teams didn't quite finish clearing out, and they're going to grab some last ones. There's a time stop on Afterburn as the teams head bot to continue clearing here. Let's go ahead and check out some talents in the early game. So Vala actually going with Caltrops here. And here's Afterburner pretty deep. Red XI does use the slide and while he was down, but Afterburner taking a lot of damage, and that's going to be some percent damage from JP, and 80s just slamming down that combo for tons of damage. What build did we get from Chromie? She went with the Vision, Time Walker's Pursuit, gives her a little extra spell power and some vision. Oh, and quicker time traps. I actually didn't know that about that one. Silver showing up for some clear here. Tries to get the Spooky Hound on AoE Rules. Let's see if she can get away. Vala is safe. Oh, there's a flip onto XXJP. Let's see if Lothair has a combo. Didn't have the combo available, so not enough damage to get JP out of there. So some good action here. Lean and clean AoE rules. They are working on this camp. Chromie did give vision, so they need to be careful. Diablo's not quite with them yet. Red camp already in lane, and no invade here, so both teams got their camp, but it is Team Riser already making a play onto the bot. There's a bunch of potions here ready if there is an invade, and it looks like this one's going to be for free, as Diablo is actually mid clearing while the other three are bot. Prog Rock for ETC stacking already. We've got in the rhythm, so Tychus going to be stacking in the rhythm stacks, trying to get that minigun, get that percent damage for as long as possible. As both teams just clearing out here in the mid. We have seen some aggression, though, from both tanks trying to set up plays already early on. And Vala and Rhaegar still got some clearing to do here, but the first objective is spawning top. It looks like Sonya actually did some nice damage, already got a tower and half here. As the teams start to head up, the shrine is active. No one has started it yet. It looks like Team Riser making a quick stop for their shaman camp before this fight. And we got to play onto Silver, a nice wall stun, and that is going to be a dead Leoric. A return stun from Red XI. Golden going to be caught in the root, but able to survive here. There's a time stop for a nice combo onto Afterburn as well. But Leoric will be back soon, but that gives Topaz the first control of the shrine. Team Riser does have their shaman camp out, so that is something that Topaz is going to have to work on. There's a slide almost onto Lothair. He's okay. Afterburner now gets a return onto Red XI, who is body blocked out of control. He's not getting out of this one. That's another kill for Topaz in this team fight. Golden spinning to win onto two heroes. Tychus stacking that minigun in the rhythm. So we've got 21-6, and we've got a dead ETC. Ripers don't want to give this away so easy. Afterburn actually has taken a lot of damage. Going to zoom out for a little more. Here's a stun onto Silver again. Pops the Unstoppable to try and get away. Just barely gets on the other side of that force wall. JP looking a little low. Trying to pop some damage, but this is going to be the first shrine going over to Topaz here, barring some crazy invade, and that is going to be the first shrine. Now, they already lost the tower up here, so this could actually turn into a little bit more than you think. Look, the gate is going to be down when this thing jumps. Nice play by Red XI to get out of the way of the jump. But this Frozen Punisher has turned off this top fort, so this is going to help the push for Topaz here. They're focusing down the fort. A jump should be coming soon, and that's a combo onto Red XI. But members of Topaz saying the fort is more important, and they take top fort. That is first fort of the game. Let's see if they think they're going to do anything else. There's retreat pings, and Topaz are out of here. Leoric and Sonya working on this double soak. Both teams pretty even, actually, in levels. There's only been pretty few kills, but that trickle XP is going to be in favor of Topaz now with that fort down. Catapult pressure in their favor as well. Blue team making their way over to their camp. Red team hasn't quite started theirs yet. I wonder if they're waiting for this invade. And there is Afterburner, has moved in. Combo onto Afterburn. Red XI a little deep now, caught in the force wall, and that's going to be a kill there for Topaz. Deckard Cain looks like has actually left the game. I wonder if we're going to get a pause here. Hope has left the game. I hope he gets back in soon. And there is the pause on the side of Team Ripers. So pretty aggressive, even for the low kill count. I would say there's been, the tanks have been looking for a lot of action even in these first few minutes. So seen that from both sides. Vala has finished her Caltrops quest, so pretty cool build here. Can't say that I've ever done it, taking Caltrops at 1 for the reduced vault. Drops the Caltrops on the floor for the extra slows as well as she vaults. She's trying to get those basic attacks in to increase her attack speed. And once she no, well, she gets the attack speed for free, but she'll get extra damage once that's complete. And Death Dealer, so she can actually get vault resets and bonus damage on her vault based on her hatred. So her hatred, just as long as she's basic attacking, she's got more hatred up to 10 stacks. So that could be a lot of bonus damage, 140% bonus damage on her next basic attack when she's full hatred. Tassadar working on those Q stacks. Even after this was nerfed, I feel like this has been the go-to. So that laser beam. Looks like Ripers are ready again. We've got the R. So anything else interesting here? We've got overpower. We've actually got basic attack build here from Diablo. Kind of tricky, I would say, into a Tychus, but if he can get those basic attacks off, that's a lot of healing and a lot of cooldown reduction. So let's see how that works out. Prog Rock almost complete for ETC, and Chromie has picked her ultimate, Temporal Loop, so she's looking for that loop, probably onto a backliner. Very low mana actually right now. AoE Rules did vault in here, gets a cleanse from Lean and Clean, and now there's a return onto Red XI, who's looking pretty low. That second Rain of Vengeance misses, but it's enough. There is the Bloodlust. We have the Bloodlust from Lean and Clean there, and that is going to secure this bot fort. So Topaz looking pretty good in the first part of this game, as level 10 does come online for the other team as well. We did have Rain of Vengeance, Wrath of the Berserker, Archon for the shield and bonus damage there, Apocalypse for the extra CC combo, and the Bloodlust we just saw for the attack speed and heals. And it looks like Topaz still pushing that advantage. They've got nice siege, and they took that well out mid. So no taps going to be available. No well taps available for the red team. At least no easy taps during these objective phases. Looks like the red team moving in here, but Afterburn, he's been pretty ballsy this game. Let's see if he's going to keep moving in, and it looks like he is. Red team giving control of the shrine position, or at least the camp, and there is the APOC dropped, and that's going to hit onto 4, and there's Chromie dropping a bunch of damage from the distance, but Leoric is first to fall. Low health bar on Red XI as well. AoE Rules basically sitting there low health, but tons of damage, gets a third kill there onto ETC, and a fourth kill down below from Sonya chasing down the Tychus, and that is 4 kills for none. As level 13 approaching. Pushing in on this top side is Topaz after getting that that camp steal. Shamans, 2 shamans actually still alive here. That's going to be a lot of tigers coming out, and they're pretty healthy as Team Ripers is spawning again. Sonya is on her way to the shrine, so this is only 4 characters here on the side of Topaz for the 5 of Risers and Ripers, and they're still holding their own pretty well actually. 4v5 got a lot of siege damage here, and it looks like they've done enough to take down this top keep. AoE Rules going in deeper with that vault, and gets the kill there onto AoE Rules. Looking for more, comes over to the Tychus, and that's 2 kills for Vala. AoE Rules just vaulting all over the place. Now caught in a time trap. 80s just mistimes it just a little bit. That could have been pretty big damage onto AoE Rules. And we've got that Arcane Punisher. Golden finished that all by themselves, marching down the bot lane. Nobody with it, actually, as the team pushing down mid, leaving the Arcane Punisher to push down by itself. 80's gonna just start working on it. Blue team goes ahead and takes down the mid fort. 3 level advantage. They're looking pretty strong coming into this game. 10 kills to 1. Just sieging their lives away here in mid. So Team Risers is going to be looking for their level 13, and there's a time stop and a cleanse onto AoE Rules just in time to get away from that. No problems there. And it looks like they're hanging out here. They might wait for a cheeky rotation. Red XI is going right through there, and there's a flip and a stun, and then a spear from Sonya, the combo. Red XI does get away, but they change direction, and it's JP caught by himself on the top side. Sonya going deeper, pops the Wrath, spinning to win. Going deep, there's the Bloodlust. An APOC combo misses, but they might be able to connect further. Red XI takes a chunk of damage, and now it looks like it's going to be a siege attempt onto this bot keep. As the wave does show up, they do have siege minions, siege camp here, the impalers behind it, and that's going to be the bot keep going to team Topaz here. And I wonder if they're going to look to end. All 5 members are up. They do have a 3-level advantage, but that core is pretty scary. Those root circles are gigantic and can really cause a number on a sieging team there. So they decide to wait for their chance. They do have another talent tier advantage here, Manticore, so that's percent damage for Vala now. Nerves of Steel for the survivability, and there is the cleanse onto Lothar to get out of that time loop. Domination, more CC, and full shield build for Rhaegar here. Sonya already starting this shaman camp up top. This is probably going to be a waiting game. I don't think that Topaz is going to want to give them a fight until the next objective. I mean, I guess they have 3-level advantage, so if they find it, they might as well take it. Afterburn finds Red XI in there, and he gets the flip stun flip, and that is a dead ETC, a sleep coming out from Hope. Just a little too late to save ETC, but the rest of the team does get away. Time stop from Chromie, as Team Topaz just barreling in here, and Afterburn going for a stun against the core. 80s in the the stasis here. I don't think that's gonna last. And a Bloodlust making a play onto Silver now, and this could be lights out for game 1, as this comp from Topaz looking very strong. The core already losing health, 50%, all keeps down. And it looks like a pretty strong game for Topaz here. Game 1, there comes a mosh pit onto Lothar, but not quite enough. And that is going to be game 1 going to Phoenix Rising Topaz here. So pretty strong performance from them. We did see a counter kill early on, but once they got that advantage in their favor, that is going to make a big difference. So let's go ahead and check out some of these stats while we wait for the lobby and what's going to happen for game 2. Team Risers, obviously not, Ripers, not out of this just yet. Obviously they've got the reverse sweep on their mind. Diablo, the sole death for Team Topaz here. Vala with that auto attack build, putting out tons of damage. That's I would say a high risk, high reward build, and I would say that paid off. Chromie also putting out tons of damage, but just, it's tough to get in that positioning, especially Diablo being able to dive in far. It really made for a tough game overall for that comp. Great setup by Afterburn there throughout that game. Let's check out what some of these talents looked like. So yeah, we had that full auto attack. Well, I mean, there is an auto attack talent at level 1 for Vala, so kind of the vault build, I guess, here. The quest build, if you might say, taking the quest at 1 and 4. So healing on the basic attacks at 10 stacks there. Sonya took block into Tychus, but most of the time she is fighting Leoric. Tychus does have those really fast auto attacks that'll burn the block stacks, but get a lot of value of that during the laning phase. So we had kind of a hybrid here from Lothar on the Tassadar. He took Shock Ray at level 1 for the increasing damage on the Shock Ray, including extra Resonance Beam charge. Plasma Shield, keeping Resonance for the Resonance Beam charged, doing the auto attacks for extra shields. And then we see some W talents, so, you know, getting a free W when connecting your Shock Ray. So, pretty interesting. The Archon, Oracle for Vision, and the Stationary Spell Armor. That's pretty good into Chromie. And then even more W damage. So kind of a hybrid build there. We saw Diablo, I mean, taking control there with the Feast on Fear, getting the heals from the stuns, and you saw him getting tons of stuns there. Pretty cool having the auto attack build here. I usually see W build, but, you know, auto attack build, clearly viable. Lots of, you know, reduction on his basic abilities for more combos. So that of course is going to make a difference there. Let's see if a lobby is getting it available. Not just quite yet. And then we had that full W build from Rhaegar with that Bloodlust. I mean, Vala with the Bloodlust is pretty scary. Tassadar, I mean, he's doing auto attacks, right? Sonya, and we had auto attacks from Diablo. So that makes sense to me. Tychus had the In the Rhythm going. The increased dash range. He actually went with the laser drill instead of Odin. Both viable, I guess. Laser drill can do a lot of damage around those shrine phases, maybe, is what he was thinking. Trying to control the shrine, just doing that bonus poke damage. And also being able to stay in minigun form. And, you know, if you go into your Go Power Rangers form, you can't be minigunning. So maybe that was his thought. So Spray and Pray for the slow and movement speed. ETC, pretty standard build. He did go the Encore for the heroic reduction. Wasn't able to pull off a game-changing mosh pit there. That could have been a big way to turn that game around. No Ruby from Deckard after the nerf. Potion of Shielding for a little extra shields. Sapphire for the slow at level 1. And took the Emerald there as well for the reduced healing. Ancient Blessings. Empowering basic attacks probably from Tychus, I would imagine, or Chromie? I don't know. Oh no, she didn't go Bronze Talons, so Chromie was pumping out a ton of damage there. She went with the resets at her level 16, so pretty cool. Let's go ahead. It looks like the lobby is set up here for game number 2. So let me quickly set that up. So that first game went to Phoenix Rising Topaz. Let's go ahead. Let's see where this one is going to take us. So we are on BOE. Let's see who picked the map. So it looks like map pick again went to the side of Team Ripers. And they are taking us to Battlefield of Eternity here. So Battlefield of Eternity, another good Vala map. So I wonder if Vala is going to be banned out here. I mean, she does have to go Q build technically to be, you know. Oh. So actually, gotta change here. It is actually, it was Phoenix Rising Topaz that picked map 2 here. So that's the only difference here. The teams are getting ready for the lobby. Map 2 was picked by Phoenix Rising Topaz. So we will see Team Ripers with first pick. And the teams are in the lobby, so this should be starting momentarily. Team Riper's looking for that reverse sweep now. Phoenix Rising does have 1 point in the bag. By winning this game, that's an additional 2 points for the domination, and that will give them a nice little boost on the leaderboards. So Gen 9 calling for a win here. She sees game 2 going to Team Ripers. Let's see how the draft plays out. And let's see how this one goes here. So we've got some R's from some of the players, and this should be starting momentarily. So, you know, obviously I have to root for a game 3, and, you know, I'm going to stay unbiased, but, you know, in the back of my mind, I'm rooting for Team Ripers a little bit just for a game 3. You know, I have no sway in this, no money in the table here, so overall I just want a big crazy series. So let's see how game 2 is going to go. Let's see if Team Riper's got something in the bag here ready for BOE. Maybe they want to swipe away the Vala for that Q build damage on the Immortal. So on this map, obviously we've got the 2 Immortals fighting in the middle. You want to balance being able to either just burn down the enemy Immortal, so picking some burn heroes like Greymane, Vala. Those seem to be the most meta ones. You know, Samuro can do it really well, but not super meta. But you never know what they have up their sleeve. So we are heading into the draft here. Let's go ahead and head into the draft screen. Here on BOE, so Team Risers with first pick, they will also have first ban during this draft. Thinking about it still, there was a lot of strong play on a bunch of different heroes there for Topaz. So let's see if they're going to, you know, target ban this, or if they're going to pick something specific for the map, or if they're going to stick to their bans from game 1. And it's going to be Diablo. So, you know, Diablo has been quite a menace during these first few weeks, and we did just see Afterburn playing a pretty strong Diablo, setting up a lot of great plays, and that is going to be the ban. And it looks like whoever's banning second has to ban the Diva. That seems to be like how Zul was last season. You know, Zul was just so overpowered that he had to be banned by Team 2 because you didn't want to leave it open for first pick. And that looks like what's happening here. Diva being banned out by the side of Topaz. Let's see if there's going to be another target ban here for Ripers. Keep wanting to see Risers. I don't know why. Team Ripers here. Bans the Vala. Strong on this map with a different build. We saw AoE Rules playing a great Vala in game 1. And that's off the table. So that's a burn hero. Pretty meta pick for this map. It's going to be banned out here. Let's see how Topaz goes ahead and rounds out this this ban phase. And it's going to be Greymane. So they banned Greymane in game 1. This is arguably an even stronger Greymane map. So clearly they do not like to play against it, or there is just a Greymane main on the side of Team Ripers, and that's not going to be happening. So 2 of the most meta burn heroes knocked off the table here as Team Ripers goes in for the first pick. Hey there, iPoesia. Nice to have you here in the game here. And it's going to be Raynor, actually. Another good burn hero. He can take Exterminator at level 1, and that adds a lot of damage against minions and the Immortal as well, mercenaries. So pretty good pick on this map. He can do the camps, he can burn the Immortal, and he's just a good all-around backliner. Lunara at level 4 does have a talent to increase her burn, but it's still over time, right? She does all her damage as poison, so it takes time to kick in. But if she can poke in on the Immortal, that's gonna knock it down over time. We see Ana picked here, who was banned in game 1. So Mirari coming in here with the Ana pick. I believe that is that they weren't here for game 1, so they're either the sub or, you know, they said they were waiting on them, so this could be their actual main healer here. Johanna and Hope. Johanna gives me mixed feelings on this map. You know, she doesn't get there's not as much wave clear going on, so she loses the wave clear value that she brings on a lot of other maps, but her blind tends to be really strong at stopping an enemy burn from happening. So it's possible, you know, that the blind could make the difference here. You blind Lunara, she can't get her poison out as easily. And Lucio, a good pick into Lunara because he has the AoE heals. He can kind of heal everybody. And Lunara tends to be trying to spread her poison onto everyone. Generally, Lunara picks the spread damage build, so she's poisoning everybody, and Lucio can be healing everyone, so it kind of counters that a little bit. Deathwing banned out, kind of smart because they don't really have percent damage, so they get rid of that, and Orphea banned out, just a strong backliner there. Li Ming is another good meta pick on this map. She can poke from a distance. With Ana, it's terrifying with the nano boost. A nano boost on a Li Ming, and she gets 1 kill. You can expect many more to follow. Blaze, probably the solo laner here. I've seen him in a main tank role, but let's see how they come around on this draft. So Blaze, bringing a lot of tankiness to the off lane. Ooh, and look at this. We got Kael'thas and Chen. So Chen, I like Chen when there's a lot of backliners like this. Chen can kind of dive in onto Lunara and Ana and kind of cause havoc in the backline, which could be potentially what they're going for here. Just diving in and doing the damage. Garrosh, I like Garrosh on this map. He can toss people into the immortal stuns and, you know, combo off of that. He's got the taunt. Can really mitigate a Chen who dives in and then he just gets taunted by Garrosh. Could be kind of scary. Kael'thas, if he gets flipped, that's going to be pretty scary. But Lucio does have the shield to save somebody, so we'll see. I mean, pretty good drafts. I love a Chen pick, so that's going to be pretty fun. I want to see how that Chen works out in this game here. So as we round out our draft here, so let's go ahead and head into game number 2. Phoenix Rising Topaz up 1-0 here, looking for that domination victory with a strong performance here in game 2, and Team Ripers looking for that reverse sweep, starting it off with a win here in game 2 for them. Both teams sitting at 3 points on the leaderboard, so they are going to, you know, climb no matter what happens here. They're going to be looking to climb up on those leaderboards. All right, so we have loaded into game 2 here. So on the left-hand side, we've got for Phoenix Rising Topaz, we've got AoE rules this time on the Lunara, Mirari on the Ana, Afterburn on the Garrosh, Lothair on the Li Ming, and Blaze running it down mid is Golden. On the right-hand side, we've got Hope playing Lucio, 80s playing the Kael'thas, Red XI on the Johanna, XXJP on the Raynor, and up top, Silver on that Chen. We're going to want to keep an eye on Chen. Blaze actually sticking around bot a little bit, see what happens here. Got the follow-up onto Johanna. That's a lot of damage. Johanna is pretty tanky, able to pop the Iron Skin there to walk away. And there you have it, a pretty good trade for both teams, but obviously that just shows the power of a Garrosh combo, and we can expect that Blaze, you know, when the team fights come out, that Blaze, ooh, a lot of damage, Afterburn looking low, and Mirari dropping the grenade and the heals there, keeping him alive. He's standing in place, says, heal me please. He's at half health now, able to walk back out. Siege camp hasn't even spawned. Chen had actually come down a little bit, I guess, just in case, keeping some vision. So we'll see those clears going back and forth over there. Lunara's got her wisp in this bush, cleared out by Hope. Garrosh looking for a combo coming out of the bush, doesn't find the flip, but probably some stacks on his level 1. It is Warbreaker. He's looking for those stuns on the edge of his Q. It'll give him a little extra damage, and is he going to get that flip? Nope, just walking in. Actually getting comboed. That's a lot of damage. Afterburn getting hit with everything. Lunara actually going deep to drop some damage onto 80s, but Lunara doesn't really come online for a long time. Silver actually coming down here. Let's see if they're going to make a play. He jumps in deep behind Mareri, but now he's tossed over the wall. That's a lot of damage. Pops his E, but that's he was a little deep there for going in against the Garrosh, and Blaze is going to take advantage of this. Knowing Chen is not coming back, he's going to hard clear, get a little damage onto this wall. Raynor coming up for the soak in the meantime. I don't think he's going to miss much of that. So Kael'thas starting this camp by himself. Probably going to need some help. Hope making their way over. And that bot siege camp going over to the side of Topaz on the back end of that kill onto Chen. So first blood over to Topaz as they hit level 4. We do see that Nature's Culling for Lunara. That's what's going to give her the bonus damage against the Immortal. And Exterminator for Raynor doing the bonus damage. So Team Risers heading back bot, clearing out this camp before the Immortals spawn. We're going to have the blue Immortal down here, so that's going to be where, you know, Team Ripers is going to be looking to clear, as Golden already working on clearing this, this camp is going to be cleared before the phase, while Topaz's camp is now just arriving, and it looks like Topaz gonna get started on the clear first. You could see that yellow bit of the health. That's the poison damage from actually Ana and AoE Rules here, both putting the poison damage. They're gonna get first to halftime, but you could see the burn on the other side looking pretty strong for Team Ripers as well. And this is gonna be on the burn side for both teams. Let's see if there's gonna be any kind of aggressive play. And it looks like Team Ripers coming in to defend their Immortal. Don't want to risk the burn here, as it's already in favor of Topaz, and the fight breaking out. Golden is very low, and that's the first kill of the fight. Nice defense there. Silver jumping in on the Chen, judo kicking that Blaze to death. But this Immortal is very low. AoE Rules looking to do what he can to poke down on this. It's very low. Red XI actually took a lot of damage there. Is going to die for this. Hope getting thrown in by Afterburn. Is he going to get away? And that's a Q connecting, and Hope is going to die next here. Raynor doing what he can. JP in the back was exterminating on the Immortal. Sleep Dart does not connect for Mareri, trying to secure another kill there. As the first Immortal going to Topaz here. And look how much... So AoE Rules bonus damage does bonus damage to towers and forts as well. I love this about Lunara. She can really burn down. Look at all of that poison damage onto these, onto this wall and these towers. So wall is going to be destroyed pretty quick here. We do see the Splintered Spear. So Lunara going for that split damage onto as many heroes as possible. And look at that combo onto the Immortal stun. Nice Sleep Dart from Mirari to set that up, and then Afterburn walks in for that kill onto Kael'thas. What a play there. A Sleep Dart onto JP. Is he going to get away? AoE Rules going deep for this damage, and it looks like JP's going to be next here. We've got Calamity build for Lothair on Li Ming, so she's looking for the resets. Any kill that she gets gives Li Ming all of her abilities back, so she's going to be looking to reset those kills and snowball in a team fight. So red team making their way top. I wonder if they're going to try and make a play onto Blaze, who's at half health right now. Does kind of spot this out and steps back. Looks like they're just going to make a play onto the top camp now. Bot fort is down, so this would push in against a keep wall. JP doing what he can to clear this out. He does have Exterminator for bonus damage, but Afterburn coming in, catches Kael'thas, who does pop the medallion to survive here. Nice energy coil from Kael'thas to get the stun and help Johanna get out of there as well. So Afterburn taking some damage, going deep for this. Johanna pops the unstoppable, trying to create some space, make sure the team has to step back. And the next Immortal will be spawning in a defensive position. The blue Immortal will spawn here, the red Immortal spawning here. So we can expect a defensive position. They're making a play onto Afterburn. I don't know if they have enough damage with just Kael'thas to close this out. That is the Groundbreaker quest, Warbreaker, complete for Garrosh. So he's going to have a reduced cooldown on his Q, meaning he can set up those combos more often. He's going in deep here, looking for action, doesn't quite get it there in time. Team wasn't in position, but blue team does get early position and does some immortal damage to start this off. They have long distance poke. Notice how Li Ming can come in from an angle here. AoE rules can hit from far away. They have level 10, so it looks like Team Ripers want to just give this up. They don't want to... Oh, there's a toss after the Iron Skin. This could be a kill onto Johanna, and there's a leaping strike from AoE rules secures that kill. Actually, Garrosh getting the last hit there. So kind of stepping out a little bit without level 10 was Team Ripers, and you see Topaz taking advantage of that. So it looks like the burn is just going to go in favor of Topaz here. Level 10 now online, as they do as much damage as they can here. So we had that leaping strike from Lunara. It gives her the repositioning, short cooldown, bonus damage. That's the burst that you can expect out of Lunara. Warlord's challenge for the taunt, wave of force, nano boost for the boost onto Li Ming, and bunker drop. So everything back online except the bunker. Pretty short cooldowns on all of the heroics for... So a little action come from down below. Hope gets taunted. He's pretty deep here. Not going to be able to get out there. We do have the mini pandas from Silver trying to come onto the back line here, but with their healer already dead, I don't know if Red XI is going to get away from that poison, and that's going to be a kill. That's resets for Lothair now. Silver looking pretty low. Oh, but those are the mini pandas. But Silver, will he get out of here? Pops his E. Taking a lot of damage over time now. Will he be able to heal from this? And it's lights out for Chen as well, as this Immortal barreling down onto this keep wall. Won't have much health left to push in here, but one hero still down. Blaze did back, and it looks like they're going to be satisfied with the keep walls and that level and a half lead. Topaz looking pretty strong here in game 2, but Battlefield of Eternity, you know, it can go both ways still. You know, you never know what could happen. A good team fight, you win an Immortal, and Team Ripers is back on track here in game 2. Blaze just keeping his eye on this camp. The rest of Topaz looks like they're heading down to the bot camp. Nobody wants to start it. You know, it looks like Ripers did smell the trap, did expect the rest of Topaz to be showing up. And without level 13, they don't want to make that play. Level 13 will be online very shortly here. Let's look quickly. We had Hyperion. I don't think we... Oh, that did come out. Bless Shield. Pyroblast. We've got a Pyroblast from Kael'thas here. I wonder if it's going to be a spell shield for Lunara. Lunara actually doesn't take the spell shield, which basically negates, but look at this wraparound we have from Golden and everyone. Afterburn coming back the other way. Golden going deep. There's the nano boost onto Li Ming. Excuse me, and that's the first kill right there onto Lucio. Red XI not going to get away either. Looking for more is Lothair, making a combo onto Kael'thas, who's got the poison damage, and that is another kill. 3 for none. Lothair looks for more. Doesn't connect onto JP, and that's a 3-kill combo from that crazy wraparound. So we saw, you know, we saw the team kind of make their way around here, this bot side, and then catch Team Ripers in a little kind of between a rock and a hard place. A Blaze and a Garrosh, I would say, is a pretty scary place to be. Successful little cheeky play there from Topaz, as the Immortal does spawn. Lunara already working on the burn over here. You can see it's pretty good burn, nothing crazy, that, you know, because once she's got the 3 stacks there, it doesn't do much more, but everyone else showing up here, that's going to be good burn. And that's about done. So there's a play, an unstoppable Iron Skin pop. Silver also getting away here. The combo is going to be down. There's a nano boost onto Blaze, actually, who gets another stun onto JP. There's the double leaping strike. Now there's a Pyroblast heading for AoE rules. I think he's going to survive just barely. Blaze deep on an island, able to secure the kill onto Raynor after that double leap from Lunara, who is able to get away from that Pyroblast. That is a 3-man taunt. And Golden a little deep. I don't think he's going to get out, but that is a 1-for-1. Level 13 now online for the side of Team Ripers. This could be what they were looking for. You know, Raynor will be back shortly. Blaze is down for a while. They are starting their burn, but might not be in time. Silver is a little deep here. Johanna showing up to help. Silver does survive with the shield and the Lucio healing. Does make it out of there. Immortal does go in favor of Topaz again. So they will be pushing down this top lane. And it looks like they're coming in pretty aggressive here. Already making a move onto 80s. Pops the Unstoppable, trying to get away. A lot of damage. Hope able to keep him alive. No taunt played there, but taunt is off cooldown. And there's a double leap onto JP up top, so that's going to be on cooldown for the burst from AoE rules now. There's a flip onto Johanna and the taunt, and that is going to be a kill. Reset, nano boosted Li Ming. Doesn't quite connect there, but obviously those cooldowns are coming back quick, and that is just a kill onto Johanna. And a pretty healthy Immortal here, level 16 advantage. Keep is down. I expect them to start pushing in on the core with this much health on the Immortal. 80s taking a lot of damage. Hope trying to keep him alive. There is one jump. 80s makes it to core to survive. Pyroblast onto AoE rules. That is going to be a dead Centaur. But I don't know if it's enough to save the game. Chen does die up top from the rest of the team making their combo onto him. And 80s looks like he's going to be next. And the core shortly behind. 80s actually sneaks away with 70 health, but that is going to be a domination victory here for Topaz, looking strong in this series. 15 kills to 3, 2-level lead at the end of that game. Well played from Topaz here. So let's go ahead and check out some stats here in game 2. And let's see if we're going to have an interview. I am expecting an interview with one of the members here from Topaz. So let's go ahead and check out this game summary. I'm gonna hop in a lobby, see if we get an interview here. All right, let's check out some of these stats while we wait for the teams to celebrate and we get an interview going. So, you know, obviously a strong performance there. We see Blaze was going deep. He did secure that kill onto Raynor, though, in exchange for that death. That was pretty cool. Li Ming getting tons of resets, tons of damage with that nano boost. Lunara also pumping out that spread damage. So we see with the Li Ming, it was enough to secure those kills. Lucio not enough to counter all of that damage. So Johanna actually dying 5 times. I mean, she'd have her Iron Skin, but Garrosh really timing those. Afterburn doing a great job to wait out those Iron Skins and then get a combo. Blaze following it up and tons of damage. Even Johanna is not tanky enough for that. So 5 deaths there on Johanna. Let's see if we've got someone here for the interview. Just gonna wait another second there. Let's check out some of these talents. So just bear with us a second. We should have someone here for the interview.
Hey.
Hey, looks like we've got AoE Rules in here. So congrats on the 2-0 domination victory. How you feeling after that?
Thank you. We're feeling pretty good.
Yeah, so
this was our I think second win this season, so we're now 50-50. It's nice.
Nice, yeah, nice to bring that back up. How do you feel actually? In that the first week, you guys take out Sky 5, and then they withdraw from the season, and now everyone gets a free victory against them.
Well, it was. I mean, I don't want to comment too much.
Okay, fair enough.
That,
I guess I don't know if there's some drama that I don't know about. Let's move on to in game one. I saw you playing a Vala, one of my favorite heroes, and you went with this Caltrops build. Is that your thing here?
Yeah, it's pretty standard. That's usually what I run, unless there's a team comp that really benefit, or like an enemy team that really benefits from having being hit by like an empowered W all the time. So if they have something like a healer that can't necessarily heal everyone at the same time,
right?
But like it's not limited to that. If they have beefy front line, I like Caltrops better just because I can just completely single out one of the tanks and completely shred them.
Is that because of the Manticore, or is it just the increased attack speed and just mobility?
Well, it's Manticore at 16. That's big. The increased attack speed, and then having a empowered dash every 5 seconds as opposed to every 10 seconds. Right. So I'm hitting
with that death dealer.
Someone. I'm hitting someone for about 500-ish average damage throughout the game.
Very nice. I'm gonna have to try that one out, because that was I play Vala, but I tend to stick to that multi-shot build. So that was really cool to see it popping off in there. That was really cool. So in game two, I mean, you guys dominated game one. Game two looked really strong as well. How did you guys feel going into game two? Did you feel like you had a domination under the belt, or are you sticking to your guns? And
I felt like our draft was very I felt like our draft dominated a little more than their draft, simply from the fact that we have a Lunara and a Li Meng, so both our mage is are very strong. With a Garrosh and a double front line with Blaze, they almost had no chance in like full on 5v5.
Right. There was really nothing they could do to get to your backline. I mean, that's what I think the Chen was kind of a pick for, but then with the Garrosh,
it was. But we have a lot of escape, right? So Ming can always get away.
Right.
Ana's pretty safe. I'm there. He's got to really pick between who's he gonna go to, right? And Chen by himself can do a solid amount of damage, but I've never seen a Chen solo kill someone. Well, not solo, 1v3, sorry.
Right, 1v3 in the backline, because that's a lot of damage, and especially if Garrosh decides to just turn around and hit taunt, that's not going to help. So overall, that looked like that was their impression with the Chen, but it wasn't enough to get to y'all.
I feel like if they wanted to get through our two tanks, they would have needed to have at least some percentile damage, something reliable.
Right.
It's with a Rainer on race, where he gets his percent health at 16 if he goes that talent, right? Which is it's not a very popular talent.
No, yeah, and it's very not very often that the percent damage comes out unless he hits the burst, and that's once every almost like minute or something. So I mean, I saw a fight top. There was a fight where it was Garrosh kind of just playing with Kael'thas and Lucio, and and he's just not dying. You know, there's just not enough damage to really do that. So I see what you're saying there. You guys kind of had control throughout the game. So there was that one really cheeky play where you guys did kind of this wraparound. You knew exactly what I was talking about. So how did that come about?
I think Golden called it out because we saw Chen top, and we felt like they didn't have any vision on us, and we were all there, right?
Right.
And everything was taken on the map, so our only real goal was to try to brawl, right?
Yep.
And even if they started backing there and successfully backed, I think we still would have come out ahead.
Yeah, because you
at least with one kill.
Yeah, and
right.
all the siege damage that you had, I mean, you could just keep poking in. So like, yeah, so that was really cool to see. I know they didn't expect it at all. You had 4 come around, so it was just like a blaze coming one way, Garrosh the other way, and they're just like, So
yeah, they got kind of pincered there.
Yeah,
it was a very cheeky play.
Yeah, I like that one. I'm glad we caught it. I had it right there on the stream, so you can definitely see it later. It looked great. So how do you guys feel about this season? I know you've only played a few games. How do you feel about the power levels in your division and where you guys kind of rank and where you expect to come out here?
I'm hoping. So I believe we rank somewhere about like in the middle ish. I mean, so far from the teams that we've played against, there's been a very wide range of skill.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm saying in the middle, right? As you can see from our past, we're 50-50, right? 2 wins, 2 losses. And I guess, I don't know, I haven't really, I can't really comment on future games because we haven't played them yet.
Right.
But there is some players I recognize, and I feel like it's going to be a pretty even matchup.
Cool.
So far. And I don't know, we're hoping to win the rest, but
yeah, and of course there's always, in the playoffs and stuff, I know my team in the past, like if we weren't on the top, we've always got some kind of cheeky thing in our back pocket to pull off a sneaky victory against someone. So
we tried to do a cheeky play at the very beginning, get a kill, but Joe was the one face tanking it.
Oh, I saw that, and actually you almost got it there with the blaze coming down bot, and you got the flip there. So
we got the perfect combo, I think, but it's just, I mean, Ming Lunara level 1.
yeah, just not enough damage right away.
I think we even got the sleep out as well.
Yep, and the blaze charge was right on time, and she couldn't pop the unstoppable, so it was close for sure. It was well timed. So
definitely not a level 1.
No, yeah, Li Ming doesn't have her teleport. Lunara barely considered a hero at level 1, so yeah. Overall, great series for you guys. It was a blast to cast it. A lot of great brawls and great team fights. You guys looking great out there. Any last comments or shout outs you have for tonight?
Shout out to Golden for soaking every lane properly. I don't know. Everyone did well. He had some really good ideas for our draft in the second game. That's how the double tank, or not double like beefy front line came about. And the Sonya pick was great. Like, it just gave us a lot of room since he can take the camp himself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, congrats tonight. Good luck with the rest of the season. I hope to see y'all kicking more butt.
I hope so too. All right. Thank you.
All right. See ya.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. So that is my stream for tonight. I had a lot of fun. That was a big game. Big series for Phoenix Rising Topaz. I appreciate y'all hanging out tonight on a Sunday. Not too many games out there, so I figured I'd put one out there. I was just chilling and saw some games to pick up, and I'm glad I got to cast a good one. That was a lot of fun. Thanks everyone who stuck around, who joined, and anyone who followed the stream. I appreciate that. I'll be back Let me see. I've got another cast on Tuesday. Pretty sure it's Tuesday. Let me check real quick. It is, yeah, Tuesday at 8:30. It'll be a Div A East game. I've been casting a lot of Div A East, so I hope to see you there. You know, everyone else who followed, Nennials, Gen 9, Dio Brandog, TX, iPoesia, Ewok Thor, Lucky 13610. Appreciate the follows. You know, I'll be casting NGS throughout the season. I'm having a lot of fun doing it, learning a lot about how to do this casting stuff, and it's fun. And CV Ferris, thanks for stopping by as well. Golden, thanks for the great game and that great cheeky play you called there. So that's going to be it for me, guys. Hopefully there's some other casts going on and there's some more NGS action tonight, but make sure you come back on Tuesday. I will be back for some more games. Thanks a lot, guys, and I will see you then.